Hey, we're all set to be live. We're live on YouTube. You and I are. It's be interesting how this one works. Am I getting the reverb? So when this is over, we'll start talking.
Okay.
Pretty nice. Okay, so we'll be talking while she's switching. It'll be a switch up from here. Okay. Sounds like you got this TV show already, right? I'm looking at the shows.
Oh no.
You can share it. You can share it. Facebook. I already know. We have some promos at the end of it. It's last another couple minutes and then we switch. I'm just trying to share this while I'm sitting here.
Right.
It's Facebook. We all belong to you. Somebody help us. There you go. Whoa. Here's Facebook. I don't know if you can see it or not.
I can't see it. It's a glare.
This is very small. It's on my phone. Okay, so I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share. Start sharing.
This is mobile.
I have to share twice.
Modern Outlook going upper levels.
Just tell them to go to YouTube.
Spotlighting
tell them
our community and our youth.
Okay,
Be
share
on the
it.
show.
Share it all day.
Connect with us at 419-245-4979. That's 419-245-4979. Or email londondoors@gmail.com.
Okay, now let's do this. Go to Twitter. Okay. Oh, whoa, I see you. I see the works on the TV. Okay. We're doing a switch up. I'm switching up to us. While we're sitting here, well, I better start talking, so I just want to be sitting here. So we're sitting here. We're sitting here. We are here live, right here on all the social medias right now. And we have a very, very special guest on our platform today. Is none other than then let's give a round of applause and standing ovation for the famous, one of the hottest artists here in the world, new music. And we're here with
Here, live,
Now I
like
can turn
right
it
here
down.
on all the social medias
we're here.
right now, and ready.
Thank you for tuning in. We are here with Miss Ellen Hayes. Hi, Miss Ellen Hayes. How are
Hi,
you?
how are you, London? I'm fine.
Doing great.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great too. We're so
Great.
happy to have you here, and you have some great news. And we getting a nice smile from her. She looks like she's doing her thing as usual. Miss Ellen. Miss Ellen, you want to tell us what's happening as we're going to continue to move into this interview? You've got a lot of things coming up, right?
Yeah, actually, a big project. Actually, this is the largest one that I've done yet.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people say you should release one song at a time, but tomorrow's not promised. So if you got great music, just get it out there in the atmosphere. That's my motto on it anyway. I can still promote each song as much as I want. So yeah, just had to get it out there. But it was a big project, had some rough times. We started pre-pandemic and ended up during the pandemic when we finished it. So yeah,
Wow.
end up taking a few years to put together with taking the time off for 2020. But I'm thankful that God allowed us to be able to do it. So it's a blessing.
Wow. Well, you always have great, wonderful, very exciting professional projects. So
Oh, thank you.
I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised. You know what I mean? It's a big surprise because we're gonna want to hear about this entire project. What do you expect to do? When is it coming out? Tell us what's going on, Ellen.
Okay, well, my first project was with Michael Mendengal in 2012, and then I put out a single with Sean Harden in 2015. So now 2022, with the previous recordings, I think it was only one song on that first project that I actually wrote and composed music for. The rest was Michael Mendengal's music that I wrote too. But this particular album has a lot of my original music. It has a lot of my music,
Okay.
the music that I actually wrote lyrics for and composed music. It's a few cuts, one from Michael Mendengal, one from Sean Harden on there. And I even had Jeffrey LaValle to rearrange one of the songs that I did. One of my favorite songs. I actually wrote that song back in the 90s and I just never recorded it. I was thinking it was supposed to be like a staple for the church, and everybody kept asking, when you gonna put it on CD? When you gonna put it on CD? So it's finally on CD now. So almost 30 years later, seemed like.
Wow.
But I'm happy about it. The Lord really blessed. He put some wonderful musicians in my path and wonderful background singers. The background singers are all family. And even some of the musicians are family that
Yes.
replicated my music.
Wow. I did see that when I was looking at the credits. When we see the credits, I see a lot of Hazes and probably some other people that maybe have
and you know what?
name.
And there are some there is a Davis and there is a Belafonte and a Gross, and they are also original Hazes too. Those are my daughters.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so you do. And you know what? You have a beautiful family. And I like how you all just work together. You sing together. And you've been doing that probably, have you been doing it ever since you started, you're producing CDs and all that with your family before then, probably, huh?
Yeah, well, yeah. If you ask any of my children, they said they're gonna write a tell-all book about me one day. they they said I was a mixture between Matty Moss and Joe Jackson because I used to, when they were little, I used to make them do harmony parts and and they would sing. When I was writing a song, then I needed the parts worked out. So they were my go-to because to me, it sounded better with voices than it did with the piano, trying to work
Right,
out
right,
parts
right,
on the
right.
piano. So I would just make them sing it so I could hear the blend, so it was a lot of that. No, that's not the right part. Do it like this. So it was a lot of that going on. And but they thank me now because when they were young, their voices were still being developed. So it actually helped them. It helped train their ears. And now they're fully grown, everybody, and they have made some wonderful background and lead vocalists.
Wow. Woo. Yeah, I guess that is Maddie Moss and Joe Jackson.
No, not
That's a,
quite as, no, trust me, it was not like that. They would beg to differ, but
yeah,
in my
that's
eyes, it
yeah.
was just a learning experience.
That's what when mother has a project, especially when you're in business or whatever you do, and then of course when you work with your family, that's what you do.
Right.
You teach them and you have high expectations,
Yep.
and it's going to be done right. So what you do you got a wonderful family, wonderful setup, a bunch of nice group of professional singers, and
Yes,
so
they
you have something
are.
to be proud of now. So look at you now.
Yes.
You want to tell us about this big project of all what's going on with the inner workers of this project you have? When's it coming out? Where can we get it? I know you have more than one thing going on, so you want to start with whatever you want to start with there.
Okay. Well, the single titled "We Owe It All to You" will actually be available February 6th. So in a
Okay.
few more days, that single will be available. The entire album will be available on March 6th.
Okay.
The album is called "We Owe It All to You," and the title single "We Owe It All to You" will be available. So it'll be available pretty much everywhere digital media is sold. Also, my website, meetellenhayes.com. I will also sell CDs and T-shirts from that website, and
Okay.
they'll also be available on Amazon.com. So now
Okay.
March 6th is like I'm gonna do a virtual release, and that'll be on the Sandy Rose show. So it'll be
Okay.
online. I'm hoping everybody will tune in. I'll put that information up. I'll give it to you, for
Okay.
later, and you could put it up on March 6th.
Okay.
So, and then that's going to be a lot of fun because we're going to be doing some giveaways, and people will get like a discounted package that actually ordered during the show. So then after the show, it will go to regular full price, but
We better make sure we're on the Sandy Rose show. Well, we do want
right.
to say that we are going to LDW Enterprise. CW Enterprise is going to be. I see where you're going, so I see there's very possible that we can just link up to you and we can expand what you're doing, so they'll be able to see us
Absolutely.
on all the venues that we have too. So you better
Yes,
have me out there,
I would
and
love that.
yeah, we're gonna. So you're gonna be all over the place, all over the place. And that's the whole point of it all, right?
That's the whole point of it all. You want to get God's word out. He gives us gifts, and we're not supposed to just sit on them. We're supposed to use
That's
them.
right. That's
So
right.
that's what I want to do. I want to use what he gave me and let the whole world hear it.
Right. So once you do that, then it's gonna go to full price. That's a big day. So what we'll do ahead of time, we'll also post up that you're gonna give me information. So we'll promote what we're doing like we're doing now. We'll promote it anyway, the Sandy Rose and the LDW together, and they're gonna go to Sandy Rose, and then they'll see us too.
Yes.
But
So
all the
that's
information on where.
yeah, and that's why I'll give the information later because we still got a few kinks to work out of it. So I
Okay,
want to make sure that once I give you the information, nothing will have to change.
nothing have to change. Okay, well, I'm excited. Well, you go ahead, lady.
I'm excited too. I
This
am.
is this is so major. It's so major. So we're going to encourage everybody to tune in on March. What day is that? March to what day?
March 6th at 7 p.m.
I mean, March.
That's on a
So
Sunday. It's on
exactly
a
1 month
Sunday.
on Sunday.
It's
1
on a
month
Sunday.
later. Yeah, it's going to be 1 month later after your CD comes out on February 6th, right? Where they can
Yes.
get your
Yes.
CD, and then a month later. We got the big bang coming out where they're gonna get a chance to see you, listen to how's it gonna go? Are they gonna be just listening to parts of the music, or
Well, I'm not exactly sure what all she has planned, but I know that they'll be listening to music, might even get a chance to peep some videos or something, because the We Owe It All video should be finished. We're supposed to
Okay,
film that on next Saturday. That's set up to
okay.
film the title video next Saturday.
Well, whenever you get it already, you know.
And subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ellen Hayes
Okay.
Music, because there are other videos. I have like lyric videos and other videos that are actually set to premiere on certain days. So you'll be,
Oh,
if you subscribe
okay.
to the channel, then you'll be one of the first ones to see
So when
that
it
video.
premieres, we'll be already locked in there.
Yeah, you'll already be locked in once it premieres and you'll
Wow.
get that notification. So
Look at that. Man, we're certainly very proud of you, Miss Hayes. Well, when I met you, you were already uh doing the big mix anyway. When I first met you, you already was there, as far as I'm concerned. But this is
yeah,
what happens when you
you were too, London. Yes. You were doing some of everything. You really inspired me. I said, "Oh, this lady got it together. I got to get on the ball here."
What? It's the first I heard of that, but thank you. The whole thing about it is, you let people know when they watch somebody like you work from the beginning. Now, from many people's eyes, it's all professional. I mean, you were already, to me, top of the line professional, right? So, I didn't know you before then, but when I met you, it was already at that point. But it
Mhm.
just kind of shows if you keep working, you keep moving, you keep going, your things continue to expand, they go up, they get, believe it or not, even the best can get better.
Well, you know what? That's
Did I
what we
say
look to
bester?
do. I don't know.
I don't either. It's
Yeah,
not correct, but you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. Well, you know what? You always want to improve. I'm always looking for ways to improve and and polish up the gift that God gave me. And like one of the great things that I like about this upcoming project is that just about every song that you'll hear, it has live musicians, live music on it. Because sometimes you can really put some smacking good music together through your computer and the keyboard and just doing different things. But I love the live sound of instruments. I
Real
really
people,
like that.
real
Yeah,
music. Yeah,
real people sitting down, playing that guitar, doing those drums and everything. And it was just really nice. It was
and
really,
see,
really beautiful.
maybe one day when we can talk about it. If, as you said, if you want to stay connected with us, you can probably have some of your people a part of your interview, so we can get a chance to meet them. You
Oh
know,
yeah,
I
that
mean,
would be great.
yeah, like especially your singers, some of your music artists, you know, and then we can connect a couple people on here too as well. While you and I talk, and you can introduce them to them, see about this how this great project or projects have come about. I
Okay,
know
yeah.
this is a big project, and it's just not the last one. I know
Oh,
it's so
absolutely
big
not.
now,
Look,
but it's
I'm already working on the next project.
see, yeah, see, so
I'm
that's how it
already
goes.
working. Yeah,
So they're getting bigger, bigger and better, and just going to keep going. So, tell them a little bit now. We're going to talk about some of the places that, they look at the video, it did show that. Tell us about your experience with Bobby Jones show.
well, first of all, I will tell you, I was nervous as all get out. Being featured on TV, I'm just not. I don't know. I believe it or not, I love doing music, but I prefer to be behind the scenes, to be honest with you. I really do. I want to do the songwriting. I want to do the producing. I want to play and compose this music. And I love to sing, but I would rather somebody else forefront it and just let me do my work. Just let me do my thing.
Oh, now you have to sing. You always got to sing, Ellen.
I know, and I am. You know what? I'm singing on a few projects on this album. But the Bobby Jones experience was a great one. He was so nice, and that was actually my first time being on a live set of that magnitude. I put it that
Mm-hmm.
way.
Mm-hmm.
It was a pretty large place. It was a lot of people there, and just actually being on the inside, because normally when you see things being filmed on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
then you're looking at it and it's looking like it's just this wonderful show that somebody's put together, but actually being there and being a part of the show, then you get to actually see how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, oh, so this is how it goes,
Wow.
I felt special, because I had to go to makeup and then they had to do my makeup and get everything together. And then they made sure my clothes were straight and everything before I walked out there. And then I had to go up and I said, oh, this is really cool.
Yeah, that's it right there.
But I was on his show actually a couple times,
Great. Okay.
yeah. A couple times I was on there and I think it was the first time I was on there and I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember what I was singing. I was singing something and he came up there and he just was uh, going along and might have been Step Into Your Blessing or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was one of those songs, either
Yeah, to
that
get
or I
in
tried
on,
it for myself. And he came on up there and he started singing with me. So I said, okay, we can do this.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but he's a great person, and it's wonderful what he does for independent artists.
That's
Because
great.
when he was on BET, I think he had to have like a certain level of status level in order to actually make it on that show. But I mean, he will use independent artists and you don't even have to have like a huge following, but the show goes out to so many thousands of people, so
Yeah.
it'll definitely give you a step in the right direction for
Oh,
sure
wow.
if you're trying to advance your career. So he has a great show.
Definitely.
And
Congratulations
it was
on
a
that.
it was a wonderful
Yeah.
experience.
Great. And then now weren't you were nominated for some awards? I know you had to travel a couple other places too, after Bobby Jones, right? Now, can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, I think one of the first awards that I was nominated for was the Texas Gospel Music Excellence Awards, and that was in Houston, Texas. And actually about 3 years in a row, I was nominated in several categories with them. And so then just this past year, 2021, I was actually nominated in 4 categories for Rhythm of Gospel Award. And
Wow.
that was for Step Into Your Blessing off the first album. So, and that was great to be nominated. And matter of fact, I even brought Step Into Your Blessing back. And I got musicians together and I wanted them to play it live and see what the first Step Into Your Blessing album, I couldn't really get the girls to participate with me, so I was just so headstrong. I wanted to do this thing. So I actually did the background myself. I did the background myself. I did the lead vocals myself. I wrote it out and everything. So, but then this time, since we were recording and I was bringing the music back, so the girls got together and they helped me and they did the background for me. So it worked out really nice. I love it because I named them Harmony. I was trying to figure out a name for them when we got together. And I named it Ellen Hayes and Harmony. And, I'm saying, everybody, well, why are you naming them Harmony? I said, well, you have to hear them. I said, once you hear them and hear their blend, then you'll see why I named them Harmony, because they have a beautiful blend together.
Wow, that's awesome. So so tell me about the 4 nominations in 21.
The 4 nominations in 21 was all with Rhythm of Gospel. And I think it was Urban Contemporary CD of the Year, Urban Contemporary Song of the Year. I think I even got in I don't know how I did that, but I even got in the traditional soloist of the year. And I mean, I do sing traditional, but I had never put anything out traditional unless somebody went and saw some of those videos on my YouTube page, then you may have found some traditional things on there. but yeah, and I can't remember all the categories. I don't have them in front of me, but it was about 4 or 5. So then that was a nice experience too, going there. Even though I didn't win the nomination, I was honored for the nomination. And the experience was wonderful to go. I mean, to actually, and I mean, they have that thing set up. They have that thing set up like a real, it seemed like you're at the Grammys or something, you
Wow.
know, and the way that everything is set up, I should have turned these notifications off. I don't know why I did that. And I've lost you right here for a second. Here, wait, no,
I'm still here.
that's not it. Are you still here? Okay.
I'm still here. We're still here.
Oh goodness, what did I do?
Yes, you're still here, Ellen. I still see
You
you.
still see me?
I
Oh,
do.
okay. Well, something I've done. I can't see you. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Gotcha.
Okay, well, you've had
Yeah, I can see you now.
you can. Okay, good. Lot of great experiences, a professional experience, so I congratulate you on all that you have done and been doing and going to do. And so I'm excited. So we just want to keep following you and encourage you and be encouraged while we're at it. So you've done quite a
Thank
lot.
you.
Yeah, you've done quite a lot. Now, aren't you also a choir director at your church or a musician? Something you were doing at the church. Weren't you the church musician?
I am. I am. I am the choir director at the church and the musician. I play keyboard,
So we had
piano
to get all the way back to
slash
the
keyboard.
to the beginning or to your other foundation of you
To the beginning.
of what you do.
Yeah, you know what? I was actually I started playing at about maybe 3 years old or 4 years old. I was listening to my mom, and I would listen and remember what she played, and I would hear it, and it would stay in my head. So then when I went to the piano, I would try to hit the keys until I found the tune that I found in my head. So, and that's kind of how I got started playing. It just escalated from 2 keys to chords and things like that. And so when I was about 16, I think might have been about 16 or 17, my dad gave me a trial run to play maybe 1 or 2 songs for one of the choirs to step in for other musicians when they weren't there. So that's the way I kind of started, just kind of stepping in. So then by the time I was in my 20s, then I ended up being a full-time choir director and musician for the choir. I said, wow, okay. At that time, I had 2 choirs, but the music experience is all in the family. My early 20s, my oldest brother is a doctor, and he started a group called True Inspiration. So I remember, I still remember to this day getting a phone call. I think I just had my first child and my oldest, Toya. And he called and said, "You want to be a star?" And I'm saying, "What?" And I said, "Sure." He said, "Okay, well, meet us, at this time, and over here, anybody whoever shows up, then that's who the group's going to be." So I said, "Okay." So of course, I was there. And I loved singing together. And it was basically family. It was his wife and a couple of her sisters, and then me and a few of my sisters, and we were basically all family. And his wife, their family, we grew up together to the point till everybody thought we were actually related. And then they messed it up when they got married, because they would say, "Oh, y'all marrying a cousin." But we really wasn't a cousin, we were just close. Families were close knit. And that was a 20-year run singing with him. We sung around the city in churches, put out, within that 20 years, we put out 2 CDs. And, so that was an experience. And that kind of got me going with wanting to do my own project. Because once that ended, I took off for a few years helping take care of my dad when he fell ill. And then when he passed away, I thought about it and I said, you know what, it's time for me to do something. It's time for me to take all these ideas, all this music that God has given me and put it together, and so that's when that first project came. But I have to thank God for my church family because, the current pastor that's there now, my dad did too, but the current pastor that actually took over is my uncle by marriage. His name is Pastor Rufus Hayes, and he's the pastor of the church now. So with that platform, that actually allowed me, dealing with all the different choirs, it allowed me to write songs for the children's choir. It allowed me to write songs for the adult choir. We have a sister church called Principles of Faith, and they have a senior choir and a male choir and a youth and young adult choir. So I have written songs and composed for both churches. So it actually, and a lot of people, unless you're like a choir director or whatever, sometimes you don't have that opportunity when God puts something on your heart and you put that music together and you teach it to somebody, and then the choir gets to sing it, and then you see how the audience responds, you see who it touches, because I've always been a believer of what comes from the heart touches, it reaches the heart. And so, I've had so many good responses off of some of these songs, and some of them are on this project too. We've been, church been loving them for years, like God Will Supply and The Holy City. Those were songs that were put together like in the 90s, and we've been singing them around at just about every church in the city of Detroit. So, they all are familiar with the songs. And I'm just thankful for that platform, because if it wasn't for that, I know I wouldn't be where I am now, because it's good to be able to put something together and then hear it played back to you, rather than just doing it yourself. You want to hear somebody else do it, have that experience of writing for other people, to the type of genre that they're used to singing, or the tempo and all those different things you take in consideration. So that's where that experience came from. I have to give that experience to the church because that's where I started.
We go back to the root, and that was a very large platform, especially where you're telling it now. It was grand opportunity to be able to do something like that. And then actually, really seriously, your music was getting promoted by going from church to church to church. And then their choirs want to sing it. Yeah.
Right. It was getting promoted long before I even thought about promoting it.
Right. So, exactly.
Yeah. So it was it's still a wonderful experience because I am still there. Because of COVID, our choir hasn't been back to singing yet. But we have a lot of songs, and a lot of songs are songs that I've written. Of course, they do covers as well. But many songs that they sing is songs that Lord gave me that I put together and written and composed music for.
Great opportunity. It was like the Lord just groomed you from baby all the way up. You had these opportunities. I gotta say real quick too, that's how I started playing piano too. I think the first time I started really playing, it's not about me, but you just remind me of me. My mom's a musician. My dad is a pastor. We didn't know we had that kind of background, right?
No, because you never told me you played.
Yeah.
All those times we done been to breakfast together and you never mentioned not one thing about playing the piano.
I think we had a lot of other conversation going on, Ellen. But
I know.
That's the same way, my father preached, and we had the church, but we also traveled, and I don't know, some lady it sounded like boogie woogie to me, and I thought it sounded good. I had to be probably about 6, right? And mom had the piano at home, and that's when I said, Mom, can I play the piano? She said, go ahead. And I went in there, and she didn't say anything. It was so funny. She didn't say anything for a long time. She was in the kitchen there, and boy, next thing you know, I had that thing down pat. I love bass. I like bass and all that bass and whatever. So
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah. By the time I got through with that song, when the family came over, she said, "Go sit down and play the piano." I'm like, "What?" I played the piano. She I guess she was proud of me, but I didn't. That's how I got started, and I ended up doing like you, except I played for a lot of churches in the city. especially in
Okay.
where I am. I think I can count about 20 places that I've been. And so we have a lot alike. We have a lot in common.
Yes.
Lot in
Yes, we
common.
do.
Wow, that's nice to know.
Uh-huh.
And look at you. Look at you. I'm very proud of you and all that you're doing.
Thank
That lets
you.
people know that you can really you know, you can actually be successful in many, many ways. And you started, like you said, you started at 3 years old.
Yeah.
And you really just it's just in your God just bless you with those gifts. You're blessed, and highly favored with these gifts. Now I want to say something about that music, stepping to my blessing. Now you said you were surprised that maybe that you got also nominated to traditional. Well, now, some of the music when I listen to you sing, I hear a little bit of everything. I hear contemporary, and I hear some soul, and I hear some R&B, and I hear a little bit of traditional. So
Yes.
whoever was picking that up, they say, she needs to be in all these categories.
But you know what? This album has all those categories on it.
Okay.
It
Wow.
has Christian, it has a couple of Christian contemporary songs.
Mm-hmm.
It has some traditional songs. It has some urban songs, and it has some regular gospel songs. Just the different genres. I mean, of course, they're all related to, they're all gospel. They're
That's what
all
I speak.
spiritual
Right.
songs, but
Mm-hmm.
it does have different genres. And so you'll get a chance to hear me sing different styles. I'll put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Different styles. And then a couple of some of my daughters are singing on there too. Because matter of fact, on We Owe It All to You, my daughter Cynthia sings that with me.
Oh,
So
okay.
that lower tone, that mid-tone, powerful voice that you hear, that's her.
Okay. Well, we'll be
I'm
glad to
usually
listen
I'm usually up high, like
higher.
way up there.
Well, I know you.
I mean,
I know. I hear you. You can go from the bottom all the way to the very top.
yeah, and
No
I have some
problem.
songs where I'm at the bottom.
I'm just saying you have a very good long range voice. So
Thank you.
and then I can tell as you continue to sing your song how the song escalates. Your voice
Yes.
escalates, everything escalates, and it's beautiful.
Yes. And you know what? I'm going to send you, I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but I'm going to send you the CD because they just recently came so that I can, get everything set up the way it needs to be. So I want to send you the full project.
I want to
So,
hear it.
in your spare.
Yeah, you should get spare time. What spare time? We'll be playing it on the radio if it's okay.
Well, I appreciate that.
I mean, I can.
I'm not going to argue with you about that one.
I'm listening to it while I'm spare time. I'm listening to it on there on my spare time, right? I just turn my radio station on and listen to it.
Okay. Sounds good. That works for me. It works for me.
Yeah, congratulations on everything. And I want to know if there's anything else that you want to tell us about. I think we've got the whole big picture of what's happening here. This grand, huge explosion of music they have.
Yes,
projects.
It's actually 13 tracks.
Wow.
Some of them are intros, and one of them is a story. Telling a story of how I put a song together. The Holy City is the song, and it's one of the tracks says the story behind the song, and it tells the story of how this song came about. So I won't give all of that away, but it's a nice story. I was with Eric Morgeson. He did the mastering on the project, and Carlos Gunn helped produce the project, and he did the mixing of the majority of the songs, him and Todd Farrell. So when Eric was when he was doing the mastering and he called me, because everything's kind of done virtual or over the phone or digital right now. So he called me and he said, he wanted to ask a few questions. And he said, that story. He said, because, normally when I'm mastering a song, I listen to the first few bytes of it, and I get down to the end and then I make sure that it's doing that. He said, but that story, he said, it drew me in. He said, I had to listen to the whole thing.
The whole thing.
I said, wow, okay.
Well, I'll be glad when I can listen to it
really
too.
Something.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
I would love to when I get a chance to listen to it now. So the CD is going to be available
March
in a
6th.
few days, March, the whole
March.
entire CD
Mhm.
project, and then
Yes.
the single is coming out on February 6th.
February 6th. Yes.
So we can go anywhere and find
all digital media outlets. Everywhere that digital media is sold. You know, you got your iTunes, your Amazon, your Spotify, Apple, all of TikTok. It'll be available everywhere.
wow. And so
So
also your website too, right? They can go to your website.
on the website as well. Actually, you can go to the website right now and you can listen to snippets of every song. And also the first album is on there, and the album that was the single that was recorded in 2015 is on there as well. So those are
Okay.
actually available to purchase, but the upcoming CD won't be available to purchase until March 6th. But you'll get a chance to see every track, the names of it, the length of them, and the song that's going to be out February 6th, We Owe It All to You. The title song is actually a radio edit.
Okay.
So it's a little shorter because it's had to do some edits for radio, but the full song is on the album.
Wow.
Yeah, the full song is
Awesome.
on the album. So
Awesome. I tell you what, the Lord has just blessed you to expand and move on up, even in the midst of the situation. God bless you to do even more. God can take you higher and higher, huh?
He's the greatest promoter there is.
The greatest one. Well, you
Yes,
praising
he
him with
is.
your voice, and you lifting him up with that beautiful voice of yours. So a lot of people be blessed by it. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? A lot of good listening pleasure. And not only that, it's going to touch somebody's heart, somebody's spirit, somebody's mind. Just, make somebody happy. You know what I mean?
Yes. And you know what? And that's what you want. If that's what you want to do with gospel music. You want to lift hearts, even if somebody asks, what can I do to be saved? I want to, I want to get to know God too.
Right. Exactly.
You want somebody to ask that question, and you want hearts to be lifted and comforted and, different things. So yeah, I think it's something on this project for everybody. I really do.
Yeah. Yes, it's great. So I want to reiterate again, February the 6th, the single is available everywhere on our digital platforms, different outlets, and your website.
Yes, meetellenhayes.com.
ellenhayes.com. Go to her website. Go to your website. Now, also, we're going to March the 6th, and tell us again about that, where everybody can check that out.
Yes, March the 6th. It'll be available on Facebook, YouTube, the release at 7 p.m. and also at 8 p.m. The digital music becomes live on all digital platforms.
Okay, that is so awesome.
So you can download it. So you'll get a little bit of a head start because if you can actually purchase during the release from my website.
So while we're looking at you, March, I'm sorry, and March 6th, everything comes live so that everybody can tap in and buy it.
Yes.
And all the platforms that they're being sold on.
At 8:00, yes, after the show.
After the show, okay.
After the show, all digital platforms. During the show, only on my website.
Okay. Exciting. Wow, this is so exciting.
And that website is meetellenhayes.com. It's also meetellenhayes.com if you follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and meetellen.hayes on Instagram.
Okay. Okay, I'm excited. This is going to be great. This is going to be fun. I just want to see the explosion that's going to happen on March the 6th. I got to tell.
Well, that's what we want.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be great. We had a wonderful experience with another wonderful artist that was out there. He did that at his home. He just went live on Facebook, and you could just see people tapping in, buying his. He wrote a book. He's a singer, but he wrote a book, and they just we got a chance to see that live thing where it just kind of exploded. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody was looking and. If people were buying things, they're making commitments to buy things. Oh, I'm going to buy it right now. Well, because once you commit, you got to do it, right?
Right.
So So I see where you this platform that you're going to be on is going to be very exciting, and you're going to get enough explosive response. I just know that you are.
Well, thank you. I pray that that's the way it goes, and I think people will be very pleased with the music that they receive. I really do.
Well, I really, from the music I've heard and we were hearing, I know that they will. I know. So that means you got to get a T-shirt in all sizes. Look, we got to get the T-shirt in all sizes and get
Mhm.
the music or whatever paraphernalia that you have. All
Mhm.
that's going to be on your website. So we're gonna it's gonna be encouraging and exciting. I pray that God blesses you to a lot of people purchase your merchandise, your music. Y'all just gonna have to bless this woman of God, and on February the 6th, remember to hit it. She's
Yes,
hit it. Go there. Matter of fact,
we
if you
owe
want
it
to do
all
something,
to you.
yeah, we all owe to you. And if you want to get something now, you can go to her website, meetellenhayes.com. You can get some of the other
Yes,
music she already has available, right?
yes,
Uh,
exactly. Yes,
right. Okay,
right.
I think we're all with you, Ellen. We're rooting for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
We know God's got you. You're gonna do real well. We know it. It's already in there. So if there's anything else that you'd like to say before we are going to tell people we see you later. We're gonna see you uh back on the 6th. We're gonna join you
Okay.
on March the 6th so that we can
Okay.
continue to spread that word. Spread it,
Okay.
spread it, spread it. And
Well,
anything you want to say?
yes, it is something I want to say. Whoever is joined in and listening and looking at this, I thank you for tuning in with us. And also, I thank you, London, for allowing me this platform to talk about the music. And I have truly enjoyed myself today. We
We
always have a good time
we always do.
talking. We reminisce and catch up on things, and we can go when we need to. But I do.
Even
I
if
really appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you too, even if we're not having the pancake right this moment. But
Right. Yeah, yeah, those famous pancakes at the
that's
pancake house. Yes.
right. But this is really nice how we are able to continue to reconnect, and we'll reconnect again. We gotta hang in there, keep in touch, folks. We gotta stick together. We see somebody doing something great like this, and let's keep on going, keep on pushing, keep on rooting, and keep on supporting.
Yes.
So
Yes. That's what we
because
want to do, support each other because there's enough room for everybody.
Well, when somebody like you make it, we make it. And then you
That's
make
right.
room for other people to make it. So
That's
that's how
right.
we look at it. We're just proud of success. We're proud of your success. So thank you so much too for reaching
You're,
back out to me. And
you're more than
so we
welcome.
got connected. Now we're in the whirlwind of great things right now.
Hmm.
Right now we are. So I don't know if we're gonna play the music before you're going back out again. How are we gonna do that? So we're gonna
You can play it if you want. I would
and
love that.
I know I don't have your music, but that little piece that you sent me,
I sent the music.
you did? Do I have the
Yes.
whole thing?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Yes, you have it.
well, we got to come back again and do a tag on.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like we're out of time now, but yeah, yeah,
Well, no,
you have
because
the
I must have I got part of the music, your promotional part, but somehow I did not see that because and then also I didn't know if I could play it now. Wasn't sure
oh
that
yes, absolutely you can play it now.
okay, well,
Absolutely, because it's I sent you the radio edit.
oh wow. I'm excited
Yeah,
now. Okay.
yeah, I sent you the radio edit, so everything you'll hear exactly what's being played on the radio. And you know what? It could have been in two different
Set
CDs. Yeah,
okay.
because it's there. I see. I
See
went.
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I went
Well,
back
you know
and
what
looked.
that means. You know what that means? I'm gonna have you back, and then we're just gonna play the whole song. And you and I'll do this. We gotta take it. It won't take but a minute.
Well, you know what?
Mhm.
I will come back anytime. Just let me know. Just it's nothing but a word.
Okay, well, word, we're gonna do it.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. We gotta do. I want to play the song. So, uh, that's what we'll do. Is it in a video form or two? Or is it just the
MP3,
sound?
MP3. It's an MP3.
MP3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll come back and play it while we're talking. We'll stop talking and say, "Hey, listen to the music," because I definitely
Okay.
would have been happy to add that. But you know what? I can add this to this too. We have a show that's probably almost an hour long right now, which probably once it's on television, it'll be not a 30-minute show, but a two-part show for 30 minutes. So I can add the
Okay.
music on. I'll be able to add it on the
Absolutely.
music. That's what I can do.
Oh,
Um,
yes, absolutely.
we'll drop that on YouTube, and they'll get a chance to see that once it goes on Comcast Xfinity.
Yeah, so just give me a shout out once it's gonna go up and send, with that information, and then I'll post it on my page and post it to
Okay.
family and everything, so everybody can tune in and watch it.
Yeah, you'll probably get that pretty soon. So you're gonna see this because this is, you know what, Ellen? Well, it's okay because I'm always supposed to press the record the button and it goes straight to my email. But I can get this from anywhere we are. I'm just gonna go to YouTube and pull this down. I'm supposed
Okay.
to press record. But that's okay. I mean, it's
Okay.
very lots of excitement going on here.
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
because we're on all the platforms, it'll be saved on all the platforms anyway. So I'll get it. I can get it and still edit everything and put it on the television.
Okay.
And then back on
Sounds
YouTube.
good.
Yeah, they'll see an edited
Sounds
version
good.
on YouTube. So we had a couple of people popping in. Who is that? Okay, so Carmen. You know somebody named Carmen?
That's my daughter. Well,
Hi, Carmen.
if she didn't give a last name, well,
Yeah, she did. I just can't see it. It's the way over there.
okay. Could be
Hi,
Carmen
Carmen.
Renee, could be Carmen
Yeah,
Renee.
Carmen. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, that's my daughter.
Clapping.
She's one of my singers. She does background now, but I've been trying to get her to do lead, but she just is. Oh, London, she has a beautiful voice.
She will one day.
But she's an author, and she thinks her calling is to write. But I
Oh,
told her, if you have the gift, you're supposed to sing too.
that's what Mama said.
That's right. That's right.
That's what the professional artist Mama said.
Yep.
So one day we got to tell us about this book. Well, that's a whole nother topic. But
That's another topic. Yes.
okay, Ellen. It's been great. Now that I'm glad I stretched this out long enough that I can have a whole hour's worth of show. Oh,
Okay.
TJ, the gospel DJ is looking at you right now. So,
Oh,
hi,
Mr. TJ.
TJ. Hi, TJ.
I
Yeah,
love Mr. TJ.
yeah, we all
Yeah.
love TJ, the gospel DJ. Hey,
He
okay.
wrote me. It's like I could hear his voice. He wrote me on Facebook and he said, "Ellen, send me that music."
Well, yeah, because we
So
know.
I sent it to him. So
Yeah, he's gonna take care of that for you.
yes.
All right, I'm glad we're still talking. So we had a chance to see some people popping up saying,
Yes.
"Hey, wow, it's nice to hear from him." So that we have gone this far, I'll see what's next on the table. Are we gonna play the music, or are we gonna leave then play the music?
You can play the music if you want
Okay, she's
to.
gonna play part of your promo. We're just gonna hear it right now. We're just gonna hear it. Won't see
Okay.
it. Then when we go off, you'll put it on there. Okay. She just wants you to play it. I guess that since they can't see it, we'll fade that. I'm enjoying looking at this, but we're gonna fade that out and go ahead and say farewell. We're gonna put this whole piece back on and get on YouTube so they can see what we're listening to right now.
Okay.
The promos.
Okay. All right,
Yo.
London. Thank you again.
Thank you. You take care. And am I supposed to be? I'm not sure I'm supposed to go yet.
Oh,
We
okay.
can go, and then I think we're gonna play that other tag on. Well, we love you and we wish you the best of success.
Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
the same for you and your show. Yes.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.